Welcome back to English Spec Nest, the podcast where real conversations meet real change. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Ethan. And today, we're cracking open one of the smallest, quietest, and honestly most powerful rules we've ever talked about on this show.
The 15-minute rule that quietly rewires your brain. Get comfortable, friends. This one's going to stay with you.
Okay. Before we dive in, Olivia, I have to ask, did you actually do the thing this morning?
Ethan, why would you expose me like that on day one?
Because I know you. I know that face. That's the I forgot, but I'm going to pretend I didn't face.
Okay, fine. I didn't do my 15 minutes this morning. I woke up, I grabbed my phone, and I immediately started scrolling through emails like a maniac. There, are you happy?
I'm not happy. I'm validated. There's a difference.
Oh my gosh. You know what? This is exactly why we need to talk about this today. Because if I, a person who literally researches this stuff, still fail at it, imagine how hard it is for everyone listening.
And that's the truth right there, isn't it? This isn't some perfect guru on a mountain conversation. This is two regular people talking about a small rule that has genuinely changed our lives when we actually remember to do it.
Okay, I'm caffeinated. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Studio's warm, mics are hot, coffee strong. Let's get into it.
So Ethan, for anyone hearing this for the first time, what is the 15-minute rule? Because I feel like everybody has their own version.
Yeah, that's a great place to start. The 15-minute rule, in its simplest form, is this. You give your brain just 15 uninterrupted minutes a day, same time, same intention, to do one thing that calms it, focuses it, or challenges it. Just one. And you do it consistently.
That's it?
That's it. No app, no subscription, no life overhaul.
Okay, but Ethan, come on. 15 minutes? That sounds almost insultingly small. How is that supposed to rewire anything?
That's exactly the reaction most people have, and that's the trap. We've been trained by hustle culture, by self-help books, by every productivity guru on the internet, to believe that big change requires big effort. Wake up at 4 a.m., cold plunge, journal for an hour, run a marathon before breakfast.
Don't forget the green smoothie with 16 ingredients.
Exactly. But neuroscience actually tells us the opposite. Your brain doesn't change through intensity. It changes through repetition.
Oh, okay. So it's less about how hard you push and more about how often you show up.
That's the whole thing. That's the secret hidden inside this rule.
Okay, so I have to ask, how did you find this rule? Because I know there's a story. I can feel it.
Yeah, there is. So a few years ago, I was in a really rough spot. I was working 2 jobs, I'd just gone through a breakup, and I mean this literally, I was anxious all the time. Like my chest was tight from the moment I woke up to the moment I fell asleep.
Oh, Ethan.
And I tried everything. I tried therapy, which is great, by the way. Please go to therapy. But I also tried meditation apps, I tried journaling, I tried running, and every time I'd commit for like 3 days and then completely fall off because the goals were too big.
I think a lot of people listening know that exact feeling.
Right? And then one night I was on the phone with my older brother, and he said, and I'll never forget this, he said, Ethan, stop trying to fix your whole life. Just give yourself 15 minutes a day. That's it. 15 minutes where nobody can touch you. Not your phone, not your boss, not your thoughts about her. Just you sitting with yourself.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, okay, 15 minutes? I can do 15 minutes. Even on my worst day, I can do 15 minutes.
And what did you do in those 15 minutes? Like, what was the actual thing?
Honestly, at first, absolutely nothing useful. I just sat on my couch and stared at the wall.
Stop. You did not.
I swear to you, I sat there for 15 minutes and let my brain be bored for the first time in maybe a decade.
And what happened?
The first week, nothing. Second week, I started noticing thoughts I'd been avoiding. By week 3, I started getting ideas. By week 6, my anxiety had dropped. Not gone, but dropped to a level I hadn't felt in years.
Wow. From just sitting still.
From just sitting still. 15 minutes. Every day.
Okay, so I want to nerd out for a second because the science of this is wild. Can we?
Please, nerd out. I love when you nerd out.
Okay, so our brains have something called the default mode network. It's basically the part of your brain that turns on when you're not actively focused on anything. Daydreaming, mind wandering, sitting in silence.
Okay.
And here's the crazy part. Modern life almost never lets that network run because the second you have a free moment, what do?
I grab my phone.
Exactly, we all do. Standing in line, phone. Stoplight, phone. Bathroom, phone. We have completely starved this part of our brain, and that part is responsible for self-reflection, creativity, emotional processing, and long-term memory consolidation.
So when we never give it space...
We literally never digest our own lives.
Oh, man, that's heavy.
Right? We're walking around with all this unprocessed emotional and mental data, and we wonder why we feel foggy and anxious and disconnected.
And 15 minutes is enough to actually turn that network back on?
Nodding. Studies have shown that even short, consistent periods of mental quiet, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, can measurably increase gray matter in areas associated with focus, emotional regulation, and even empathy. Measurably. On brain scans.
In how long?
Smiling. 8 weeks.
8 weeks to physically change the structure of your brain.
8 weeks. 15 minutes a day. That's it.
Hey, real quick, if you're vibing with this conversation, if any of this is hitting home for you the way it's hitting home for us, do us a tiny favor.
Hit that subscribe button on English Spec Nest and turn on the notifications because we have so many more conversations like this coming. Real talk, real stories, real change.
And honestly, subscribing takes less than 15 seconds. So if you can do 15 seconds, maybe you can do 15 minutes too?
Oh, that was smooth.
I've been waiting to use that line all week.
All right, back to it. Okay, so here's what I want to know. 15 minutes of what? Because I feel like that's where people get stuck.
Yeah, this is the part everyone overcomplicates. Let me give you some real examples.
Yes, please.
So I have a friend, her name's Rachel. She's a single mom, 2 kids under 5, runs her own business. Tell me when she's supposed to find time for self-improvement.
Right, she's already a superhero.
Exactly. So her 15-minute rule, every morning before the kids wake up, she sits in her car, in her driveway, with a cup of coffee.
That's it?
That's it. No phone, no podcast, no music. She just sits there. And she told me, she said, Ethan, those 15 minutes are the only time in my day that belong to me, and they saved my life.
Wow.
And the thing is, that's enough. It doesn't have to look like meditation. It doesn't have to look like journaling. It just has to be yours.
Okay, I love that. I have one too. My old college roommate, she's a nurse, works 12-hour shifts. Her 15-minute rule? She walks. Just walks. No destination. No podcast, sorry to us. No podcast, no phone. 15 minutes outside every day, no matter the weather.
And what does she get from it?
She told me, Olivia, it's the only 15 minutes where my brain isn't being someone's something. Not someone's nurse, not someone's daughter, not someone's friend, just hers.
That's beautiful.
It really is.
Olivia, can I get a little real for a second?
Always.
I think the reason most people resist this rule isn't because 15 minutes is too much. It's because 15 minutes is too honest.
Oh, say more.
When you sit with yourself for 15 minutes, no phone, no noise, no distraction, your brain starts showing you things you've been running from, things you've been too busy to feel. And that's scary.
Yeah.
When I first started doing this, I'd sit down and within 5 minutes, I'd be crying about things I didn't even know I was still holding.
Wow.
And I think a lot of people listening right now, if they're really honest, they don't avoid these 15 minutes because they're too busy. They avoid them because they're scared of what'll come up.
That's the truth, isn't it? We say we don't have time, but really, we don't have the courage to be still.
And here's the thing, that fear, it's actually the doorway. Because whatever comes up in those 15 minutes is exactly what your brain has been trying to process. And once you let it surface, it loses its grip on you.
That gives me chills.
It's the difference between running from your life and living it.
Okay, I want to ask the people listening something. Be really honest with yourself for a second. When was the last time you were alone, truly alone, with no input, no phone, no music, no TV, no podcast, Just you.
Take a second. Actually think about it.
For a lot of us, the answer is months, maybe years, maybe never.
And that's not a judgment. That's just where modern life has put us.
But ask yourself, what would happen if you gave yourself those 15 minutes? What would come up? What would you finally have space to feel? Drop your answer in the comments. We genuinely want to know.
And we read them. We really do.
Okay, let's get practical, because I know there are people listening right now thinking, great, 15 minutes sounds amazing. How do I actually start?
Yes, the famous but how, though. Okay, let me give you the formula that worked for me.
The Ethan method.
The Ethan method, trademark pending. Okay, 3 rules. Go. Rule 1, same time every day. Doesn't matter when. Morning, lunch, before bed, but same time. Your brain craves rhythm.
Anchor it to an existing habit. Right after you brush your teeth, right after you pour your coffee, right before you turn off the lamp.
Exactly. Rule 2, no inputs. No phone, no screens, no music with words. Your brain has to be allowed to be bored. That's where the magic happens.
Boredom is a feature, not a bug.
Boredom is a feature, not a bug. Put that on a t-shirt. And rule 3, no goal.
No goal?
No goal. You're not trying to achieve mindfulness. You're not trying to be productive. You're not even trying to relax. You're just being. The moment you turn it into a task, you've killed it.
That's the trap, right? We try to optimize our way into peace, and we end up making peace another performance.
Exactly. The 15 minutes is a gift to yourself, not a project for yourself.
Okay, but can we talk about how hard the first week is?
Oh my gosh, the first week. It's awful.
It is brutal. I remember when I first tried this, I sat down, I set a timer for 15 minutes, and within 90 seconds, I was like, did I leave the stove on? Should I respond to that email? What's that itch on my back? Why does my left foot feel weird?
Why does my left foot feel weird? Yes, that's the exact thought.
And then I checked the timer, and it had been 90 seconds.
90 seconds in and you're already planning the rest of your life.
I genuinely thought there was something wrong with me. I thought, I cannot do this. I am incapable of sitting still.
And the truth is,
Every single person feels that way at first.
every single person. It's like your brain has been on a treadmill for 20 years and you're suddenly asking it to stop. Of course it's going to flail.
But here's what nobody told me. That flailing, that's not failure. That's the rewiring.
That's the rewiring starting. The discomfort is the work.
That's good. The discomfort is the work.
Olivia, can I share something that surprised me about doing this consistently?
Please.
I expected it to make me calmer, and it did. But what I didn't expect was how it changed my relationships.
Oh, tell me more.
So when I started doing this every day, after about a month, my mom called me one night, and we were just talking, normal conversation, and she said, "Ethan, you sound different."
Oh.
And I asked her what she meant, and she said, "You're listening to me. Like really listening, not just waiting to respond."
Wow.
And it hit me. When you give yourself 15 minutes of presence every day, you become a more present person everywhere else. In your conversations, with your kids, with your partner, with the cashier at the grocery store.
Presence is contagious.
Presence is contagious, and the world is so starved for it right now.
That's so true. When was the last time someone gave you their full, undivided attention? It's almost shocking when it happens.
Because it's so rare.
And the wild thing is, you become that person for other people just from giving yourself 15 minutes a day.
That's the rewiring. It's not just neurons, it's how you show up in the world.
Okay, can I share some of the weird, unexpected side effects people report?
Please, I love this part.
So 1,
Better sleep. People who do this consistently report falling asleep faster and sleeping deeper because their brains aren't trying to process the entire day at 2 a.m.
Makes sense.
2, better decision making. When you give your brain space, it stops reacting and starts responding. Big difference.
Huge difference.
3, and this one's wild, better creativity. People come up with ideas, solutions, song lyrics, business names in those 15 minutes that they could never access during their busy day.
My best ideas have come during these 15 minutes, like hands down. Things I'd been stuck on for weeks suddenly click.
Because your brain finally has room to make connections.
Right. And 4, and this one's my favorite, better self-knowledge. You start to actually understand what you want, what you don't want, what drains you, what lights you up. Because for the first time, you're listening to yourself.
And how many people go their whole lives without ever really knowing themselves?
Too many.
Let's talk about what kills this practice, because I think people start with great intentions and then disappear.
Yeah. 3 main killers, I'd say.
Go.
1, making it too big. People hear 15 minutes and they're like, cool, I'll do 30. And then they do 30 for 2 days and quit. Start small, stay small, then grow.
The smaller, the more sustainable.
2, needing it to feel good. Sometimes it feels amazing. Sometimes it feels like nothing. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable. All of that is fine. The point isn't the feeling. The point is the showing up. And 3, and this is the killer, comparison. People watch a YouTube video of some guy meditating on a mountain in Bali and think, well, mine doesn't look like that, so I'm doing it wrong. Stop. Your 15 minutes can look however it looks. Sitting in your closet, lying on your bathroom floor, in your car at lunch.
Sitting in your closet. I love that.
I've done it. Sometimes you just need somewhere quiet.
That's the most relatable thing you said all episode.
Olivia, can I share one more story before we wrap?
Gently, of course.
A few months ago, I got a message from a listener, a guy named David, and he said he started doing the 15-minute rule after hearing me talk about it on another episode. And he wrote, Ethan, I just sat with myself for the first time in maybe 10 years, and I realized I'd been so busy being everything for everyone else that I forgot to be anything for myself. Thank you for 15 minutes. They gave me back to me.
Oh, Ethan.
Yeah. I read that message and I cried.
Because that's the real thing, isn't it? It's not just about rewiring your brain. It's about coming home to yourself.
Exactly. The rewiring is the science. The coming home is the soul.
That's it. That's the whole episode right there. So if someone's listening right now and they're thinking, okay, I'm in. I'm going to try this. What would you say to them, Ethan?
I'd say this. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until the new year. Do it today. As soon as this episode ends, find 15 minutes, sit somewhere quiet, put your phone in another room, and just be.
And don't expect fireworks. Don't expect enlightenment. Don't expect anything. Just show up.
And then do it tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. And in a month, you'll look up and realize you're a slightly different person.
And in a year, you'll be unrecognizable to who you were when you started.
15 minutes. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
You know, we talk a lot on this show about big change, big dreams, big transformations. But the truth is, the biggest changes in my life have never come from big moments. They've come from small, quiet, almost invisible decisions that I repeated until they became who I am.
And that's such a beautiful reframe, because we live in a culture that worships the dramatic, the grand gesture, the viral moment. But real change, real lasting change, it happens in the quiet, in the unsexy, in the 15 minutes nobody sees.
The 15 minutes nobody claps for.
The 15 minutes nobody posts about.
And those are the ones that change everything.
So whoever's listening, whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're trying to fix or improve or escape, please hear us when we say this. You don't have to overhaul your life. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. You don't have to become a new person.
You just have to give yourself 15 minutes.
15 minutes of stillness, 15 minutes of honesty, 15 minutes of being your own friend.
And one day, you'll look back and you'll realize those 15 minutes were the ones that quietly rewired your entire life.
Friends, thank you so much for spending this time with us, truly. We know you have a million options for what to listen to, and you chose us, and we don't take that lightly.
It means the world. And here's what we want from you. We want to hear from you now. What's your 15-minute rule going to look like? Is it a walk? Is it sitting in your car? Is it lying on your living room floor staring at the ceiling?
No judgment if it's the ceiling. We've all been there.
Drop it in the comments. Tell us when you're starting. Tell us how it goes after a week, after a month. We genuinely read those. They make our day.
And if this episode hit you in any way, if it gave you a tiny shift, a small idea, a moment of, okay, I needed to hear that, please share it with one person. Just one. Someone who needs 15 quiet minutes more than they realize.
And of course, if you're new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button on English Spec Nest, turn on the notifications because we've got so much more coming. Real conversations, real change, real life.
We love you guys. We really, really do.
Take your 15 minutes today. Promise us.
Promise us.
We'll see you in the next one.
Until then, friends, be still, be kind to yourself, and remember, 15 minutes can change everything.